Welcome to another episode and video on my monorail built with fischertechnik and controlled by a rubber interface, which is controlled by a BeagleBoard. Running Linux and everything programmed in Python. Last time I tried to figure out why program and diagnostics are interrupted by finding out how power behaves. And as usual, I do that with an oscilloscope. Now there's nothing to see because there's nothing running. But also last time when I started doing this, no matter what I tried, power didn't get interrupted at all. So there was nothing to see, and in the very end there was one interruption when I did not expect anything, and I could not make a conclusion out of that. What also happened last time is that it didn't work at all, and it only started working after I had connected the mass crocodile beak to the vertical rod, and that is kind of very strange. Why would it do that? And now things could work. So let me first start my own program and then see whatever will happen, if anything. And normally I put the setting of the oscilloscope for this on pulse width modulation, but now, as you can see, and you will notice on the screencast further, it is now to voltage slope. So whatever is happening with the voltage, lower or upper, whenever there's a transition from high voltage to lower, you will see it, hopefully. The time base is set to 200 milliseconds, or otherwise said 0.2 of a second, and let's hope we can see something happen. I really hope so. So once again, let's start the software. As yet nothing happening, but on the oscilloscope we see a setting. So I changed the time frame, now 2 milliseconds, and nothing here, which is actually this probe connected to the carriage. So let me connect something. And the point is also that this rod is not connected to anything, not to the ground or whatever. So it is just being there. And right now, even now, the lower line is flat. So whatever is happening, not what I want. So let me shut the program down, restart it again, see whatever happens. Well, the lights are active, but that's all. So now for some diagnosis. And of course I will have to OK the diagnosis. And then start the second motor. And it doesn't do a thing. Except that now this is visible. Which indicates some over 10 volts, but it is showing something. But what is it? Why is it that I expect a solid line and not something like this? Strange. So, unfortunately, as yet, nothing is happening. And here, yeah, well, why is this visible in the first place, this kind of pattern? I really can't tell. Second motor is running, doing absolutely nothing, and what does it say here? Nothing much. And I would say this is not pulse width modulation. This is pulse width modulation. You can't say anything else. Let me change let me do something else. This is strange. So if I put it to pulse width modulation, and I do it again, I get exactly the same idea. And this is not what I expect to happen. Once again, slope. And if I select channel 2 and DC, yeah, it is DC, no doubt about it. Channel 3, also no doubt about it. Channel 1, DC, yeah. So let's check for menu. It is slope and triggered by a downwards slope. Then, if that is alright and should be, why am I looking at something like this? And why is the little probe not doing anything? Let me see. Like this. It is really connected. So there's nothing coming through at all. Well, now there's nothing coming through, of course, but now there should be. And alright, let me show it like this. Ah, wait. There is a connector gone. Yeah, right. Right. Now this is more what I like to see. Does it run? Alright, full speed ahead. Then what? Move it. If it doesn't move out of its own, help it. And now I do feel resistance because it wants to watch the camera on the end of the track. But there's no sign of any power interruption. It just stops. Which is a little bit aided by the wire of the probe, but let's ignore that for now, if possible. Okay, let's go do something with the program. See whatever that gives. So now let's run the program again. And clearly that is what I expect, although I want some movement. So the first problem was a connector that was not attached anymore. Now the question is, when does power break? So alright, let's go with the flow. Taka, what happens? What happens? Oh, that's a unique one. Well, not really unique, but I thought I saw only one propeller running and I was too late to observe exactly. But the oscilloscope doesn't show a very nice signal, which it keeps doing now. The program keeps running, alright. this is not a very nice situation either. I can just move the whole carriage a bit, twisting on the rails. As you can see. Okay, I can't get the signal back, so I am interrupting it. Once again. Ah, there it goes. So, pushing it further again. And now I have to look at the propellers. Right. Exactly as I observed earlier. The side at this side stops, and this side keeps running for a little while. So let's stop it. Alright. It runs very slowly. Now, come on, I want you to move. Now both keep running, although not at the high speed, and then they stop. So what's going on? Why does it respond like that? And it's all three signals, as far as I can tell. Yeah. And once again. And those blades don't move out of themselves. So this is something peculiar. But how to explain it? That's an entirely different matter. I'll show you on cam. Right, so the situation is like you saw, carriage somewhere in the second half of the track. All quiet now. I'm going to start the program and slowly moving towards the end. Ending. Let's see what happens. Alright, and now they stop entirely, and then you see this result. Well, you saw that just before, so let's try again. Out of program, moving here, start again. A little hiccup, I don't mind. It very slowly moves. So why doesn't it do it now? And why can't I just nicely get the situation undone with the flashing lights? There we go again. Right. Alright. Then I guess the entire track. So alright, let's observe something else. What happens when I just move it? See? This is also not very nice. Why isn't this a smooth signal? Anyway. Oh. That's a very nice thing. It just comes out of it. Right, so. And I'm still waiting for power to drop with an error. And guess what? That hasn't happened yet. Look here, one stops, one goes on. Alright, both stop. This signal, moving it back, see what happens. Right, and there it goes again. Why does this happen? Moving entirely back to the beginning of the track, then signal becomes nice again without an error. So what does it stop? Because now it moves again, although very slowly. Let's move it somewhere here. Because I think that this is a bottleneck somehow. And I intend to order a special rod. But the original rods are no longer than 230 millimeters. Now the end. Alright. Go back again, see whatever happens. And then start again. Alright, I can't put my finger on it unfortunately. But this is just repeating. Let's take a look at the wiring schematics, and then with respect to this part, ramp 8, end of track, middle of track, start of track. Now no. This is lamp 8, and this is end of track, but that is an added lamp. So they all start flashing. Maybe when I go too fast, but then again, it's just signaling. And whenever I move it back here and wait, the program picks up again. And as you can see, this is just output, no input. This is input. The lamp generates a signal. A transistor is a digital switch, on or off, and it picks up a signal, and this is input. So after, say, 3 seconds of being here, of perhaps blocking it, I'm not even sure that it does, then the program picks up again. So that's an idea. Let's see if it gets back to the beginning of the track. If it indeed blocks 6. So I move it quite fast now. Alright. Yeah. One stops, and now it's the other way around. Now the one propeller stops and the other goes on. Signaling, so to show this one stopped. No, this one kept on and this one stopped. Exactly the other way around. Moving to the end of the track, and now watch which transition, which one is being covered. Right now it's 1 1 1, because the carriage is exactly in between. It still is. Waiting. No, this takes too long, so I wait further. Right. So that means that digital 6, this one has to be blocked for the algorithm to pick up again. Moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. Yeah, right. And now this one stops and the other one went on. Moving back, still no error. And now wait for 6 to become 0. Alright, 6 is 0 and it starts again. Interesting. Question is only, why does this happen? And I'm not quite sure about that. Let's look at the code. If not digital 7, and so that not digital 7 and no, not digital 6, 7 and 8 are positive, is here, and it picks up. Then again, why doesn't it do it and when it is not here? Why? With this situation it stops. Because with this motor I drive now both motors. So it makes no sense that only one stops. And if there's a correct answer, I haven't found it yet. And right now 6 is 1, so it is no longer blocked. Alright, let me force the situation into flashing. Right. Well, one is still running, the other one isn't. Now both are. This situation happens when both are stopped. And I agree that it is not nicely visible. Now it is. So this situation with the flashing seven is blocked, or should be blocked, should be shown blocked. Ah, here we go. Error. But why here? Okay, let me push it on. No, it won't, because there's an error. Alright. New situation. Stop. I want to force the error. Stop. Alright. Stopped. I'm blocking 7 and only 7, and there it is. Alright, stopping. Start. Alright. Error forced. Going back to 7. Wait a few seconds. Error. Once again. Alright, forcing the error. Now I'm not waiting at 7, I go on. Blocking 6, error. Alright. Right now I don't know anymore. Food for thought, so to say. For now, this is the end of this episode. Strange effects. Partly reproducible. Reason not known yet. Thanks you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give it thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like. Follow me on Instagram and like. Leave a comment if you like. Please donate to keep videos coming your way. More information on my website, where you can find lots of other stuff and my projects. And this is going to be continued. Bye bye.